Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to this segment of Coach Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. Our recitation for the day is Gauri Mahalla Panjwa, composition of the fifth Nanak, Guru Arjan. The recitation. Gur Seva te name Laga, tisko milya jis mastak bhaga, ਤਿਸਕੈ ਹਿਰਦੇ ਰਵਿਆ ਸੋਏ ਮਨ ਤਨ ਸੀਤਲ ਨਿਹਚਲ ਹੋਏ ਐਸਾ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਕਰ ਮਨ ਮੇਰੇ ਇਹਾਂ ਉਹਾਂ ਜੋ ਕਾਮ ਤੇਰੇ ਐਸਾ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਕਰ ਮਨ ਮੇਰੇ ਇਹਾਂ ਉਹਾਂ ਜੋ ਕਾਮ ਤੇਰਾ ਰਹਾਉ ਜਾਸ ਜਪਤ भव अपदा जाए धावत मनुआ आवे ठाए जास जपत फिर दुख न लागै जास जपत ए हਉ मैं भागै जास जपत वस आवे पंचा जास जपत हृदय अमृत संचा जास जपत एह तृष्णा बूझै ਜਾਸ ਜਪਤ ਹਰ ਦਰਗਹਿ ਸਿਜੈ ਜਾਸ ਜਪਤ ਕੋਟ ਮਿਟਹਿ ਅਪਰਾਧ ਜਾਸ ਜਪਤ ਹਰ ਹੋਵੈ ਸਾਧ ਜਾਸ ਜਪਤ ਮਨ ਸੀਤਲ ਹੋਵੈ ਜਾਸ ਜਪਤ ਮਲ ਸਗਲੀ ਖੋਵੈ ਜਾਸ ਜਪਤ ਰਤਨ ਹਰ ਮਿਲੈ ਬਹੁਰ ਨ ਛੋਟੈ ਹਰ ਸੰਗ ਹਿਲੈ ਜਾਸ ਜਪਤ ਕਈ ਵੈਖੁੰਟ ਵਾਸ ਜਾਸ ਜਪਤ ਸੁਖ ਸਹਿਜ ਨਿਵਾਸ ਜਾਸ ਜਪਤ ਇਹ ਅਗਨ ਨ ਪੋਹਤ ਜਾਸ ਜਪਤ ਇਹ ਕਾਲ ਨ ਜੋਹਤ ਜਾਸ ਜਪਤ ਤੇਰਾ ਨਿਰਮਲ ਮਾਥਾ ਜਾਸ ਜਪਤ ਸਗਲਾ ਦੁਖ ਲਾਥਾ ਜਾਸ ਜਪਤ ਮੁਸਕਲ ਕਛੁ ਨ ਬਨੈ ਜਾਸ ਜਪਤ ਸੁਣ ਅਨਹਤ ਧੁਨੈ ਜਾਸ ਜਪਤ ਇਹ ਨਿਰਮਲ ਸੋਏ ਜਾਸ ਜਪਤ ਕਮਲ ਸੀਧਾ ਹੋਏ ਗੁਰ ਸਬ ਦ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਟ ਸਭ ਉਪਰ ਕਰੀ ਜਿਸਕੇ ਹਿਰਦੈ ਮੰਤਰ ਦੇ ਹਰੀ ਅਖੰਡ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਤਿਨ ਭੋਜਨ ਚੂਰਾ ਕਹੋ ਨਾਨਕ ਜਿਸ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਪੂਰਾ ਗੁਰੇ ਸਭ ਦ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਟ ਸਭ ਉਪਰ ਕਰੀ ਜਿਸਕੇ ਹਿਰਦੈ ਮੰਤਰ ਦੇ ਹਰੀ ਅਖੰਡ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਤਿਨੀ ਭੋਜਨ ਚੂਰਾ ਕਹੋ ਨਾਨਕ ਜਿਸ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਪੂਰਾ So this is an injunction from the fifth Guru on the kind of life to lead. ऐसा कीर्तन कर मन मेरे इहाँ उहाँ जो काम तेरा. So your actions should be such, the expression of your life, what should it look like? That is the message here. The Guru is saying, Aisa kirtan kar man mere, iha uha jo kaam tera. Make your mind the abode of the self by glorifying its virtues. They will serve you everywhere. What does that mean? Essentially, the Guru is asking us to shape the story of our lives in such a way that it serves us well. And so the term here, kirtan, aisa kirtan, it is actually describes, the word kirtan is to narrate, to recite, to perform, to tell an idea or a story that is set to music. And as you all know, it is a major foundational practice in Sikhi, where we have singers, ragi jathas, singing, they're retelling a story or an idea that is contained in a shabad, verbal testimony of the authors, the gurus of the Guru Granth Sahib. So every composition in the Guru Granth Sahib is really a verbal testimony of a reliable source. And the reliable source here are the gurus and the bhagats. It is their testimony. So what we are being asked to do here is when we narrate or retell or perform or respond, because when the ragis sing, they're actually calling upon you to imbibe this message, to embody this message. So the idea is to perform kirtan in such a way, which should be understood to mean to live in such a way that is in accord with Gur wisdom. The harmony of Gur wisdom should form the backdrop to the song of one's life. And we will see that the term jas japat is the alliterative refrain in this shabad. It is the means to realize or embody, japat to realize, to embody the qualities of the self. So the melody of Gur wisdom expresses itself in our lives through the expression of virtue, morality, duty, gun. And the ones who achieve this harmony are fortunate. That's what the Guru is saying. Kisko milya jis mastak paga. So the condition here is the presence of a enlightener, a proper teacher. Gur Seva te name Laga. So when we follow in the footsteps of a teacher, and the teacher could be a textual source, like the Guru Granth Sahib, only following a reliable source, Gur Seva te name Laga, that you will begin to realize the self within, that you will begin to understand what self-knowledge is even all about. It is easy for me here to say the self, but you will have to figure out the self through engagement with this shabad, verbal testimony. So you have to bring yourself to cogitate upon the testimony that the gurus have left us. So the person who does that, Tisiko milya jis mastak paga, fortunate. It's a matter of great fortune to find and to engage with this teacher, because tiske hirde ravya soy. In their heart shines the brilliance of the self. Mantan sitala nehchala hoy. The mind and body are then calm and tranquil, in harmony. And that is the goal. Your life should be in harmony with your surroundings. That's the idea. The rest of the Sabad is really listing out the things that you can expect to happen when you are in harmony with Gur wisdom. Then the fear of death, for example, vanishes. The wandering mind is tamed, the inner chatter. And more importantly, nothing is an obstruction anymore. In other words, it's not that you won't encounter obstructions, you will, but it won't be an obstruction because you will overcome it. And all of this means that the ego haume vanishes. The passions are controlled. Vas ave pancha. Self-knowledge begins to accumulate in the heart. Hriday amrita sancha. The cravings of the mind, the fundamental root desire, is extinguished. In other words, that is what makes you run about. Jas japat trisna bujh hai. And jas japat har dargah sij hai. Har dargah, then in this world, your journey is a successful one. all the inner chatter, the meaningless thoughts that assail you will be erased. Jas japat kot mite aparadh. The taste of self-knowledge will be experienced. Once you find the jewel of the self, jas japat ratan har mile, bahor na chode har sang hile, then there is no return. Then you live in a state of paradise, Vaikunthavas. Then you're unaffected by the ups and downs of life. You're not subjected to the tyranny of time because the ego is afraid of time elapsing, because it doesn't want to die, because it sees death as the expression of time. So this is what an enlightened intellect will eventually look like. And so the Guru says that Gur Seva drishti sab upar kari, in conclusion, that Gur wisdom belongs to everyone. It's there. It's embedded within. We just have to uncover it. And those who have found the mantra, instrument of the mind, mantra. Those who have found the instrument of the mind will lead to enlightenment. And the instrument of the mind is the verbal testimony of the Gur Enlightener, the sabad. That is the instrument. That is the mantra that you have to reflect on and ultimately realize in your lives. On that note, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.